The hero of President Obama, if he has any, who are in politics now, would be Massachusetts Senate candidate Elizabeth Warren. She's the Harvard law professor who was highly embarrassed by the fact that she is on the Harvard law faculty as an Indian. And when asked about it, she said she's 132nd Indian. She's one, which she's not, by the way. Or if she is, we have no proof of it. And her claim was high cheekbones. That's real. It's devastating. The whole thing that Harvard would even announce, we are the only ones with a constitutional scholar, or what? I think that's her field. We have the only tenured law school professor who is American Indian. This is what the left is proud of. And they talk about one America. Their whole thing is divisive. Race, gender, class is the left-wing trinity. Just as the American trinity is liberty and God we trust, e pluribus unum, the Christian trinity is the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. The Jewish trinity is God, Torah, Israel. A lot of trinities in this world. And that's the left's race, gender, class. That's how you divide and understand the world. To give you an idea of how she sees America, here is the opening, Elizabeth Warren 14.
I'm here tonight to talk about hardworking people. People who get up early, stay up late, cook dinner, and help out with homework. People who can be counted on to help their kids, their parents, their neighbors, and a lady down the street whose car broke down. People who work their hearts out but are up against a hard truth. The game is rigged against them. It wasn't always this way.
The game is rigged against them. She repeated that at least another 2 times. This is what it is. By the way, I got to tell you, hardworking people who get up early, stay up late, cook dinner, help out with the homework, counted on to help their kids, their parents, their neighbors, and a lady down the street whose car broke down, I'll bet you most of them are Republicans. I'll bet it. I'll put the credibility of this show on that bet. That there is a greater percentage of Republicans and conservatives in the group she just described, and who don't think that their game is rigged against them. And the statement, it wasn't always this way, well, the left has always depicted it this way. The game is rigged. That's the whole basis of leftism. It's rigged against the poor. Next, number 15.
People feel like the system is rigged against them.
There you go, right.
And here's the painful part. They're right. The system is rigged. Look around. Oil companies guzzle down billions in profits.
What does that mean? Wait, why is that a rig? Why is it rigged against anybody who she just described? People who get up early, stay up late, cook dinner, and help out with homework can be counted on to help their kids, their parents, their neighbors, and the lady down the street whose car broke down. Why is the system rigged against them? Because oil companies make profits. Isn't that astonishing? Do you see how leftist she's truly? I mean, she is as if Marx has come back to life. It's unbelievable. Because they make billions in oil companies, the system is rigged against the people who help other people and go to bed late and wake up early to feed their kids. Get that? It's classic leftism. So if the oil companies made less money, then they could go to bed earlier, wake up later, and the lady's car won't break down on the street. Get that? That's what they believe. That's what she believes. It's unbelievable. The percentage of profits that the oil companies have, by the way, is minuscule. It's minuscule. It's Exxon's profit margin is 5%. And they're the biggest taxpayers in the country. They should, the people who work hard, get up early, stay up late, cook dinner, help with their homework, counted on to help their kids, their parents, their neighbors, and the lady down the street whose car broke down, should pray for more profits. Where do they think all the money is coming from to give people money in this country, to transfer money from Exxon? Not coming from Elizabeth Warren in her utterly unproductive work at Harvard, where she's learned this leftist claptrap and teaches it. This is what we're up against. Well, the more you hear them, the better it is. It's important to hear these speeches, and it's important to hear a response such as my own. Anyway, welcome back. I've been playing for you Elizabeth Warren, who was the pre-Clinton speaker. That's how highly she is regarded in the Democratic Party. She is a true leftist. It's unbelievable to listen to what they cheer and to listen to what they believe. People feel like the system is rigged against them. That's what she kept saying over and over, and she's right. And what's the proof? Play this again. Play number 15 as proof. This is the proof that people who get up early, stay up late, cook dinner, help out with homework, help with their kids, their parents, their neighbors, and a lady down the street whose car broke down, they are all suffering under a rigged system, which essentially is capitalism. The woman hates capitalism. Here is the proof of how it is that the system is rigged. Number 15.
People feel like the system is rigged against them. And here's the painful part. They're right. The system is rigged. Look around. Oil companies guzzle down billions in profits.
Okay, we don't need the rest. That's perfect. That's how she proves. This is a Harvard professor. That's another thing you need to remember. The system is rigged against hardworking Americans because oil companies guzzle down, notice not earn, not make, guzzle billions in profits. Exxon makes 5% in profit. Now listen to this. On gasoline, on a gallon of gas, the oil company makes about 6 cents. The government makes 54 cents. Who's guzzling these poor people's money? Exxon Mobil? That's it. It is Exxon Mobil. BP? Who's guzzling their money? Shell or the government? The fraud that is at the basis of Marxist thinking. It's these people have not graduated from the 19th century. If Exxon makes billions, then the hard-working person who takes care of their kids is having a system rigged against him. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. The beauty of it is now you know what your kids learn at elite colleges. This is a Harvard professor teaching nonsense. Nonsense. Leftism is rooted in emotion. They hate the fact that these people are rich. Period. End of issue. The government can take 9 times the amount per gallon as Exxon, but Exxon is the one that's screwing you. Maybe the government is screwing you by your criteria, Professor Candidate Warren. It would seem to me that if anybody's guzzling down profits, it's the government, which never did a thing for that oil. Nothing. 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 It was dug, refined, and shipped by private people working their tails off. And then the government takes it away and produces people like Elizabeth Warren. This is the battle. Half of America votes for the party that believes this. It's worrisome.